You search for photo editing software. 3 names keep coming up: GIMP, Photoshop, Affinity Photo. One's completely free and has been for 30 years. One's the industry standard that invented the term photoshopping. One was the beloved alternative until Canva bought it. Seems straightforward? Then you dig deeper. GIMP released version 3.0 in March 2025. It took 7 years to develop. Users still describe the interface as 15 years behind Photoshop. The learning curve complaints haven't changed in 25 years. Photoshop switched to subscriptions in 2013. The photography plan was $10 a month. Then Adobe raised it 50%. Bug reports describe crashes on save, canvas teleporting, and 20-minute work losses. Affinity Photo sold perpetual licenses. Pay once, own it forever. Then Canva acquired them in March 2024. By October 2025, perpetual licenses were discontinued. The software is now free, but AI features require a Canva subscription. 3 editors, 3 different philosophies, 3 different ways your workflow might break. I went through the forum complaints, the update histories, and the acquisition announcements. Here's what the download pages don't mention. GIMP started at UC Berkeley in 1995. Spencer Kimball and Peter Mattis built it as students. The first public release came in January 1996. Peter Mattis created GTK, the GIMP toolkit, specifically for this project. That toolkit later became the foundation for GNOME and most Linux graphical applications. Completely free, completely open source, runs on Linux, Windows, and Mac. Version 3.0 finally arrived in March 2025. Non-destructive editing, better PSD compatibility, high DPI scaling. The update took 7 years. 20 years had passed since version 2.0. For users who refuse to pay for software, GIMP delivers 70 to 80% of Photoshop functionality. But the interface has been a problem since the beginning. Users describe needing tutorials for every single task even after 6 months of use. Forum posts call it the most difficult software they've ever used. Simple tasks require 30 minutes and 4 windows according to DeviantArt threads. Crashes happen on monitor changes, when dragging layers, when changing text outline colors, font loading causes delays. The GTK3 port introduced tablet input problems and freezes on certain Linux setups. No native CMYK support. Print workflows require plugins. Text tools are basic. PSD compatibility is incomplete. Effects and text layers don't translate properly. GIMP is powerful, but the learning curve has persisted for 25 years with no sign of improvement. So what about the industry standard? Photoshop launched in February 1990. Thomas and John Knoll built it in the late 80s. Adobe licensed it and shipped version 1.0 for Macintosh. 35 years later, the word photoshopping is in the dictionary. Layers, CMYK color, smart objects, content-aware fill, generative AI. Every major feature photographers expect was pioneered here. But in June 2013, Adobe changed everything. They discontinued perpetual licenses. Photoshop became subscription only. Pay monthly forever or lose access to your work. The photography plan started at $10 a month. Then in 2024, Adobe raised it 50%. The subscription model that was supposed to make software more accessible now costs over $260 a year for Photoshop alone. Full Creative Cloud runs over $650 annually. Adobe's profits grew from $1 billion in 2013 to $19 billion in 2023, the same period they started charging recurring fees. And the software itself has problems. Forum posts describe Photoshop 2021 as almost unusable. Rulers cause lag. Crashes happen on save. GPU incompatibility persists despite Adobe's partnership with NVIDIA. Canvas teleporting, 20-minute work losses, buggy software regularly crashing while charging $240 a year. Each update introduces new bugs. UI changes between versions, break workflows, scripts and actions stop working. Heavy resource consumption means 16 gigabytes of RAM minimum. Over 10 years, Photoshop subscriptions exceed $2,600. Former perpetual licenses cost around $1,000 total. For professionals requiring industry-standard tools, Photoshop remains unmatched. But the rental model means you never own what you pay for. So what about an alternative you could actually buy? Affinity Photo launched in July 2015 from Serif, a UK company. The pitch was simple: professional-grade photo editing, one-time purchase, no subscriptions, no recurring fees. Own it forever. Apple named it Best Mac App of 2015. Photographers and designers praised it as the Adobe alternative they'd been waiting for. Non-destructive RAW editing, PSD compatibility, including smart objects, batch processing, focus stacking, real professional tools. Version 2.0 arrived in November 2022 with more features. The perpetual license model stayed intact. Pay once, get updates forever. Then in March 2024, Canva acquired Serif for £300 million. Users panicked immediately. Canva runs on subscriptions. Canva pushes AI features. The fears were obvious: forced subscriptions, AI integration, perpetual license abandonment. Canva pledged to maintain perpetual licenses. Users wanted to believe them. 7 months later, October 2025, Canva discontinued all perpetual licenses. They removed Affinity products from sale. The forum went read-only. YouTube videos were deleted. Users who'd bought perpetual licenses discovered those licenses would receive no future updates. The replacement is Affinity by Canva, version 3.0, completely free for core features. But AI features require a Canva Pro subscription. Existing version 2 licenses still work, but they're frozen. No maintenance, no updates, no bug fixes. The perpetual license you bought is now abandonware. For users who just want free photo editing without AI, version 3.0 delivers. But for professionals who bought perpetual licenses specifically to avoid subscriptions, the betrayal is complete. The free model attracts new users. The AI lock-in extracts ongoing revenue. The perpetual license promise was broken within 18 months of acquisition. Right, so here's where I land. GIMP is the free choice. 30 years of development, runs on everything, costs nothing. But the interface is 15 years behind. The learning curve hasn't improved in 25 years. No native CMYK for print. PSD compatibility incomplete. Best for Linux users and open source advocates who accept troubleshooting as part of the process. Photoshop is the professional choice. Industry standard for 35 years. Every feature photographers expect, but subscriptions cost over $260 annually. Over 10 years, that exceeds $2,600. Updates introduce bugs. You never own what you pay for. Best for professionals whose clients require PSD files and who accept the rental model. Affinity Photo is the complicated choice. Now free for core features. Professional-grade tools. No perpetual license available. But Canva owns it now. AI features require subscription. Perpetual license holders were abandoned. The company that promised no subscriptions is now owned by Aid. Subscription company. Best for budget-conscious users who don't need AI and accept Canva's uncertain trajectory. One is free but hasn't fixed its interface in decades. One is professional but charges you forever. One was the escape from subscriptions until it got acquired. Every choice is a trade-off. At least now you know what you're trading.